Welcome back to the FBI Club. I am Rachel, your host for tonight's witch trials, but this time, the broomsticks come with brand deals. Throughout history, the word witch has been used to burn women, but in Hollywood, it's how they shine. They say they don't hex you, yet somehow you crave them. So what kind of magic are they really working? Forget Salem. These are the real HouseWitches of Hollywood. Booked, busy, and maybe a little possessed? Court is now in session. Our first witch on trial, Florence Welch, the high priestess of heartbreak and chiffon, charges using music as a protective talisman and concerts for emotional exorcisms. During her school days, Florence didn't just play pretend. She formed a coven. Yes, a literal coven. She once admitted, "Me and my two friends made spell books where we tried to do spells on our classmates. One time, I tried to make one of them fall in love with me, so we put his name in a bottle with a drop of blood, and well, I don't know if it ever worked." Later, she upgraded from teenage potion bottles to 5 a.m. hotel rituals. "I remember taking out photos and rocks to make a spell with my bandmates," she said. And then when things started happening in life, she wasn't sure if the spell worked too well. I don't know if it was a fame spell, but clearly it worked. Her fascination with the occult bleeds into mythology and her music. Dog days are over. She's referencing Sirius, the dog star. Sirius is a celestial body tied to ancient pagan celebrations. She's basically telling us, I've suffered, I've transcended. Then came ceremonials, the era of full initiation. Florence herself called the Shake It Out video a psychedelic 1920s dress party with a demonic twist. Possession meets Great Gatsby. So eyed wide shut, but make it couture. By no light, no light, she's practically directing an occult fever dream, complete with ritualistic imagery that toes every taboo line. At that point, she's not just performing, she's rebirthing. But even witches need pets too, right? She once said, "When I was heartbroken, this black and white cat would appear and crawl into my bed. It pawed my face at my lowest points." A spiritual familiar, if I've ever heard one. Verdict, guilty of casting spells through sound and making heartbreak look divine. Case closed. On to our next defendant in Dior, Azealia Banks. If Florence Welch is the ethereal siren of sound magic, then Azealia Banks is the chaos witch of Harlem. Her potions don't sparkle, they smoke. Charges, animal sacrifice, spell casting, and Instagram rituals in broad daylight. Evidence, it's 2016.
The amount of crap that's about to come off my floor right now, guys. Oh my God. 3 years worth of brujeria. Yes, you know I gotta scrape all this shit up. I got my sandblaster, my goggles. It's about to go down. Real witches do real things.
The floor looks like a horror set after closing night. I swear, it looked like Hoarders if they had a Halloween special. Bro, imagine going over to someone's house and that's in their closet. I would literally evaporate out of that friendship. No closure, just smoke. And apparently real witches need pressure washers as well.
But wait! There's more!
That same year, Vanity Fair drops a throwaway line about Jack Dorsey, tech mogul, Twitter goblin, sending his beard hair to a rapper for a protection amulet. Spin connects the dots, and surprise, it's Azealia. It turns out there was an alleged deal. She would make him an amulet, he would promote her mixtape, Slay Z, but he didn't hold up his end of the bargain. And she tweeted, "I'm about to hex this. I'm a real witch with real clients. People pay me for my services." He owes. I mean, she's got receipts, or at least feathers, you know? And then there's her favorite, the egg spell. Yeah, it's exactly what you think it is.
The egg spell.
The egg spell?
You cleanse yourself with an egg, right? Pass the egg all over yourself, praying for all of your negativity to go away into the egg, right? But usually you do it like when somebody's fucking with you to get like what the person is doing off of you. You crack it in the crossroad and you walk away and you don't look back.
Verdict, guilty. 3 counts of brujeria, 1 count of Instagram oversharing, and 1 honorary doctorate in chaos energy. But if Azalea's closet is a horror show, and this next witch does not hide her altar, she tours with it. Our third defendant, Kesha, Pop's glitter-drenched high priestess of party magic, charges admitting she feels like a witch, performing open rituals, and possibly summoning demons with a side of auto-tune. Evidence? On her 2021 podcast, Kesha and the Creepies, she confesses to her guest, Brie Luna, or aka the Hood Witch.
Makes you a witch, because I feel in my heart like I'm a witch, but I don't know if I'm doing the necessary steps to be a witch.
A wholesome admission. Until you remember she once sang, "Your love is my drug." So, like, maybe she meant that literally? She claims she was burned at the stake in a past life, which would explain the glitter obsession. Then there's her show, Conjuring Kesha. Imagine ghost adventures, but with rhinestones and nervous celebrity guest who did not read the contract. Each episode, she explores haunted sites and talks about connecting with energy. I love her, but if she pulled out a Ouija board in front of me, I would need holy water and dry shampoo. We don't do that. But not everyone's a fan. You can't get them all. According to Bro Bible, Lisa Wilson, mother of NFL quarterback Zach Wilson, attended one of Kesha's concerts for all the other Christians. Her review? It was a terrible concert. I felt uneasy watching little girls sing about cannibalism and drinking blood. She ran around killing people with a knife. It felt like a satanic ritual. Verdict, guilty. Half witch, half wounded soul with a sparkly Ouija board. If Kesha's conjuring with crystals, our next defendants skip the glitter and go full grimoires. Lana Del Rey and Björk.
And what do the Americans call you?
Björk.
So, Björk.
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 The final witches on trial. The mystic muses, if you will. Charges: divination by melody, poetic possession, and hexing powerful men between tour dates. Exhibit A. Björk, the Icelandic Fae Queen. Let's be honest, I've tried listening to Björk, and I respect her deeply. But it's like being attacked by an art installation, okay? Her music feels like it's made for elves on acid. Still, her fans call her a fae. Whole forums are dedicated to decoding her songs with tarot decks, star maps, and probably a few edible brownies. One Facebook post literally described her as a spiritual mirror of nature. In the comments section, it looked like a pagan TED Talk. Honestly, Björk might not be casting spells. She just might be one. Verdict? Guilty. Punishment? 1 mandatory playlist translation for the human race. Exhibit B. The Velvet Witch of Los Angeles. My personal favorite on this list. Fucking love Lana. Lana Del Rey. Now for Lana, the patron saint of slow decay and Catholic guilt. In 2017, she tweets, "At the stroke of midnight, February 24th, March 26th, April 24th, and May 23rd, ingredients can be found online." Yes, that was an open invitation for a mass hex on Donald Trump. A group spell, a digital coven. Her rep confirmed those were legitimate waning crescent moon ritual dates. When asked if it was real, she just says, yep, no hesitation, no PR filter, just vibes and vengeance. But it doesn't stop there. In 2023, she was accused of practicing witchcraft at one of her concerts, where demons allegedly knocked the crowd over. She clapped back. B, I know the Bible verse for verse better than you do. P.S. You're giving off super gremlin energy, not in a good way. Super gremlin energy? That's like an evaluation and a curse. She once said words are a form of magic. When you breathe life into them, they come true. So when she sings about dying for love, it's not a performance. It's prophecy. Verdict? Guilty of weaponizing melancholy and making sin look cinematic. So what have we learned from Florence Coven to Azealia's closet? From Kesha's glitter rituals to Lana's moonlight hexes, Hollywood isn't haunted by ghosts. It's haunted by women who refuse to die quietly. They say they don't hex you, yet you still crave them. Case dismissed. Hollywood's biggest secret? The witches never left. They just got famous.